Welcome everyone to the editorial discussion sessions conducted by Civils 360 IAS Academy. So in this session, we will be discussing briefly about one particular editorial that has appeared in the Hindu newspaper today. Okay. So the article was primarily about how Prime Minister Modi had not actually appeared for the reply to the discussion on the motion of thanks. Okay. So here you need to know about Hello, welcome everyone to the editorial discussion sessions conducted by Civils 360 IAS Academy. In this session, we will be briefly discussing about a particular editorial which has appeared in the Hindu newspaper today. So the editorial was primarily about how the Prime Minister Modi was not present during the reply to the motion of thanks, and how that actually violates parliamentary rules. So here you need to step away from the politics a little bit, and then you need to evaluate the articles involved, okay, the parliamentary procedure involved, okay, and the larger impact. So we will do that. Okay, so effectively Article 87, okay, the title of the Article 87 is actually Special Address. Okay, special address by the President to the Parliament. Okay, so it says that Article 87 says that after every general election, the first session, every first session after every general election, and every first session in every year. Okay, in those two cases, the President has to summon both the Parliament. Okay, so it's a joint sitting. Okay, so both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha members will be present, and the President will engage or will give a special address. Remember, it is a special address. Remember, it is a joint sitting. Remember, it is conducted in every year. It is conducted in the first session of every year, as well as the first session after every general elections. Okay, so in those two cases, the President will summon, okay, the both houses, okay, in a joint sitting, and will give the special address, okay, which is what we call as the presidential address. Okay, and in that it's actually a speech. Okay, it's actually a speech read out by the President, in which the President will discuss about the policy, about the priorities, about the achievements, okay, of the government. Okay, of the government so far, or the government, what the government aims to achieve. All these things will be discussed by the President. Okay, it's a practice actually derived from the UK. It's actually speech from the Crown. Okay, from the seat of the Crown. There is another similar practice in UK. It's similar to that practice. Anyway, so the President actually gives this speech. Okay, then after this speech has been delivered, okay, then after this speech, both these houses separately will discuss the contents of the presidential address, okay, and they will put this matter to vote, okay, which is what we call as motion of thanks. Okay, motion of thanks. Okay, so please understand the procedural order. Okay, first there will be a special address, then there will be discussion. Okay, then there will be discussion by both houses separately. Okay, by both houses separately, and after the end of the discussion, a motion of thanks is moved and it is voted upon. Okay, it is voted upon. Okay, there are certain things you have to remember. The motion of thanks is not mentioned in the Constitution of India. It is only provided in the rules of procedure and conduct of business of the houses. Okay, please keep that in mind. Second important point, if the motion of thanks is not passed by the House, it will amount to the defeat of the government. It will amount to the defeat of the government, and the government will have to resign. So it's a very important, important procedural aspect of our parliamentary functioning. Okay, so remember, special address, discussion by both houses, at the end of which motion of thanks. It's actually thanks to the President, okay, for delivering the address. Now, according to the parliamentary procedure, at the end of this discussion, the Prime Minister is supposed to give a reply to the concerns raised by opposition in the discussion. Okay, in the discussion, opposition will say this is not our priority right now, or the government opposition will say this should have been a priority right now. Some issue they will say, and the Prime Minister is supposed to give a reply. So the issue in the editorial was that the Prime Minister did not appear or did not come to give that reply. So certain opposition alleged that this is a violation of the rules. Also in the rules it says that at the end of the discussion the Prime Minister reply will be there, and after that Prime Minister reply only will be there, then a motion of thanks will be passed. Okay, and if the Prime Minister is saying that okay, there is some reasons why that person cannot come and give the reply, then the House needs to pass a resolution to that effect. Okay, that we are going to pass the motion of thanks in spite of the Prime Minister reply not being there. So a separate resolution should have been there to overcome this procedural issue. So basically, for prelims point of view, you need to know about Article 87, you need to know about the motion of thanks and its implications, okay, and you need to understand the overall procedural order in which how it actually proceeds. Okay, so another thing you can use this is always use maximum extraction. Like a single piece of news, you should try to extract as much as you can from that particular news. So this is actually something you can actually quote in GS2. If you look at GS2, there is a micro topic, Parliament, structure and functioning, right? So you can say that this stay away from the politics. Simply say there is some question regarding the effectiveness of Parliament. So you can say that you can write one of the issue faced by the Parliament is that the parliamentary rules are not being complied with. Okay, so that's a procedural issue. Okay, then you can cite this example. Okay, but stay away from the politics. Just say that this has not happened. So it diminishes the ability of the Parliament to hold the executive into accountable, right? So it actually affects the democratic accountability. All right. So that is the overall context of the news. So I hope you understood the small discussion. Thank you.